Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all those in between, welcome back to the Blue Star Club for this. So we'll call it the first verdict in the season, or we're going to call it the second verdict. Like, obviously, we're trying to do technically the first since the season began. We did do a little bit of a pre-season one. Obviously, we're trying to do one more before the season kicked off. But I mean, Rob, I think you were busy in the end, but I couldn't walk last Tuesday, so here we are, live on TikTok on a Monday, because for some reason Rob's prioritised doing stuff for his wedding tomorrow.
What a bastard.
And
well, beep that bit out.
Shocking. How dare you prioritise your wedding?
Shoot me now.
Our podcast.
Sue me.
Never liked him anyway. But no, Cory, welcome in. We've got Cory from the non-league lens. If you want to follow us on non-league football, get over onto his TikTok. Like you cover most of your brother's game. Is it Bolton your brother's playing for?
Yeah, it's also on YouTube as well. It's also
on YouTube. Well. There you go. So everybody, well, that's the case. I will send you a link for a collaboration link when this gets uploaded, and you can have it on as well. Lovely. So YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, non-league lens. You can see the best of Bolton and the best of Cory's brother on there. And yes, so the verdict, guys. Newcastle played Liverpool this weekend for the opening game of the season. Obviously, Cory, you're an Evertonian fan who is on Newcastle. Obviously, it was a good hate watch for you, I'm guessing. Like, obviously, me and Rob, I know we were buzzing with the result despite the ending. How were you feeling, Cory?
I thought it was a really good. I said at the start of the season, Newcastle wouldn't struggle. And I would have said, and people would have seen you joking. I was like, because the team is new and they played really well. I thought Vissa's found his feet. Alanga looked really good, and I think in general they look like a really good side because the manager looks passionate about the say. Like it looks like he's passionate. He's passionate for the team, and the team looked really well. It's just fortunate that the referee gave a good pen at the end.
Well, like exactly, I know. A very soft pen, but I think if you got to follow the rules of the game, like it was a pen. Rob, what was your thoughts on it, mate?
Yeah, I thought we played brilliant. I think we're contained. I know Liverpool had a lot more of the ball, but I think we contained them really well. I didn't feel like Liverpool had that many clear-cut chances. Isak was he playing?
The return of the rat.
Florian Wirtz was terrible for them as well. I think we nullified a lot of Liverpool's threats, and I think we looked really dangerous on the counter-attack as well. Like Cory said, Alanga's looks like a complete different player. Wissa looks like a complete different player. And I feel like there's a lot of freshness in the team with this new manager. A lot of players that might have been cast out of the team a little bit last season, such as Willock as well. I think I was impressed with him when he came on. Like I said, a lot of the players that have been cast out from Eddie Howe, I'm not blaming Eddie Howe for casting them out or being out of form, but I feel like a lot of the players have a bit of a spring in their step now under Isla, which is good to see, and long may it continue.
Well, I mean, look at that. 100%, mate. I think you're right with that. With the players wanting to play for Isla, like literally, we said. I can't remember his exact quote, but he said he literally said he was playing for the manager. He wanted to win for the manager. Like everything he was doing was for the new manager. And I mean, look, I've said I'm fully convinced with this Isla. I mean, look, if it goes wrong, I will hold my hands up. But I literally, obviously, look at. I think before we get fully back into the game, obviously we do have to acknowledge the fantastic tribute to Kevin Keegan.
By both sets of fans as well. It looked absolutely brilliant. The display.
It looked class, like on the TV, like
looked really good.
Like again, like obviously a legend of both clubs, and obviously I think in an ideal world, like I think obviously Kevin Keegan was hoping to come back to St James Park one more time.
Yeah,
I mean. It would have been the perfect occasion for that final appearance, but it wasn't to be, unfortunately.
The commentator said it was like a game of Keegan would have loved to beat. Like,
it was
a game for Keegan.
It was like an end-to-end Kevin Keegan game, wasn't it? It was
like all the entertainers were there, and it felt like the spirit of the entertainers was on the pitch.
Yeah.
And I mean, it wasn't quite end to end, but literally it was a lot of attacking. It was very counter-attack, like. Like if you score one, we'll score two. It had elements of that. Like obviously, I know we were all too young for entertainers, but obviously, it is the stories that we all grew up on.
Well, there's enough stuff on telly now though. Like Even like the players back then, you can go on Sky and watch Premier League years, which I used to love watching. I still love watching it now, and there's plenty of content now to appreciate how good the entertainers was in that era.
Well, they even did a documentary, didn't they, for Sky, and they show like one of the season.
Yeah,
I'm sure they would have. Well, literally, like I tell you what, as well, like along with the players seem to be rejuvenated and full of energy. The atmosphere yesterday in St James's Park, my God,
it sounded very hostile on the telly.
It was.
It must have been about 10 times louder in real life.
Mate, it was electric. It bordered. It was literally. It bordered on Derby Day for how electric the atmosphere was. Like,
it sounded amazing. Like
literally, the only time I felt atmosphere like that was like probably like Derby Day, any Derby Day, the PSG game in I think maybe like do you remember the last game of the season in the Championship? It was very edgy on we were going to finish top or not.
Oh yeah.
And like, obviously the fans were a bit on edge, so it was very similar. Honestly, the passion from the fans, like literally, and I tell you what, Liverpool normally bring great support, and I'm not gonna lie, you didn't hear a fucking peep from them until they scored. Literally, it was just like literally, like some sides go for it, like even like when the crowd is up for it, but literally like the crowd was just fully behind the team and the manager yesterday. Like literally, I mean, I've already done it twice there. I've sat and went through the players, like, but honestly, unbelievable, mate. Like, I mean, I said this on the TikTok video that I put out today, and I said going into this game, I would have snapped off, like, snapped your hand off for a draw. But I said I felt like I don't know if you felt like this, but I felt like Newcastle's season was like. It was like balancing on a knife's edge, and it could fall either one way, and that could be we'll push for Europe or end up in a relegation battle. And I'm hoping that game yesterday was a sign that it's going to be a European push.
Like, I just think if you like say when all these so-called pundits and all saying, "Oh, they've signed these nothing players," and you're looking at it from like obviously for me to be a Newcastle fan, I was looking and I was like. But if Brighton did this, they'd be going, "Oh, Brighton are going to challenge for the league, they're going to challenge for Europe."
Exactly.
But then, even when I watched the game yesterday, I still said you'll finish above Everton. Personally, I think you finish in the conference places. And I'm going to say,
I hope you're right, Cory, mate. That's higher than I predicted, but
I'd take it. Yeah.
In the game yesterday, it looks like the players and the fans were fighting for the manager. Like everyone was like a new season, a rejuvenated, brand new team, brand new manager, and everyone is up for it to go. This is our time. This we're going to like sort of push. I think people actually bought into it. It was just good to watch.
I think that's a strength though, because there's a lot of like players and fans that don't know about these players that were signed. I don't know much about the players that were signed. I mean, Nico Gonzalez, if he signs, is the only one that I've actually watched more than any others. And even then, he's hardly played for Man City anyway. So it's like it's kind of unpredictable as well. Like teams aren't going to know how we're going to play because they might not have knowledge of these. I know you've got like these days you've got like scouts all over the world and stuff and performance analysis and all that kind of stuff, but there's a lot of unknowns in Newcastle's team, which can be a good thing because it could be unpredictable. There's a lot of surprises in the team, I think, and going off yesterday's match, like I know we watched the friendlies and I've already been impressed with Sean Sturr, and I know Toure didn't play, but I was impressed with him in pre-season. But Dedic was brilliant, I think, yesterday as well. He did not look like a player that was making his debut that had only had about 5 or 6 training sessions.
Nah, definitely not.
He was brilliant yesterday, Dedic.
I mean, I think we don't know if that's him at his best, if that's just average Dedic, but even if that is his best or average Dedic, and
he's only been here a week.
There could be more to come. But one thing I will say is that when Tino Livramento is fit, he is going to struggle to get back that right back spot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Continues this form. Like, I mean, look, but I mean, what I will say, like, obviously, but I think that's obviously there is a lot of unknowns, and I think that's why a lot of pundits and a lot of media personalities have said that we're going to struggle. Because look, when you look at it, like we've lost 100% the best manager of our lifetime. We've lost arguably two. For a lot of people would say, the two best midfielders I've ever seen play for the club. and we've lost one of the best wingers that I've ever played for the club. Obviously, these aren't my opinions, but there are a lot of fans and people in the media who obviously rate Anthony Gordon, Bruno Guimaraes, and Sandro Tonali very highly. Like, and obviously, losing them, obviously on paper, looks horrendous. But I mean, look at that. Like, Sean Sturr looks almost as good as Bruno and Tonali. I'm gonna stick my neck on the line and say that. 18 years old, he looks just as competent as Bruno and Tonali.
I was going to say he's about 10 years younger than them both as well.
Well, he's definitely 10 years younger than Bruno.
Yeah.
Like, and he looks just as competent. Like, I mean, I'm not 100% convinced on Bamba yet, but time will tell. But if Vincent Gonzalez, a man who was brought to Man City to be Rodri's replacement, fair enough, it didn't work out. But at the end of the day, like, I'm not gonna be against signing Premier League experienced players when literally look at the pivot of the midfield was 18 and 20 years old. Just a bit of experience is vital, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, look at. I was saying earlier in this live that I'm not asked about the cup competitions, but if we've got a bit more rotation, maybe I'd be up for it. Go for a cup run, but I'm also I am still let's just finish as high up the league as I can. But I mean, I just want to say, going back to Kevin Keegan, I mean, this is how confident I am with Isla. And I don't know if you agree, but I know I've said this to you already, Rob, but if Kevin Keegan was the Messiah, Matthias Isla is a second coming. And I'm seeing that now. I think this man is going to bring success to this club.
When you first got him, I knew from watching videos online, people have been praising him. And I said, everyone rates him really highly. He's got a good manager. And people are saying, who is he? It's like he seemed to win the Saudi Champions League. It was with probably one of the lower league teams.
I know it is the Asian Champions League, but he's won the Asian Champions League 2 years in a row. I'm sure he's won the Austrian League. Fair enough. He's not achieved success at the top level, but he's achieved success wherever he's went.
But if you look at
I think success is relative to who you're managing, though. Like, I'm sure Al Ali's expectations when he was manager wasn't to win the Asian Champions League. They might be the equivalent of, I don't know. I know they're one of the top teams in Saudi, but actually, no. I think they were in the second division a few years ago, and he got them promoted. I think.
That does sound right. Like,
it's success for me is relative. Like, it doesn't matter if it's the Asian Champions League. If you do it with a team that's not expected to do it, that is just as impressive as winning the UEFA Champions League with a Atletico Madrid or a Juventus or something, like a team that's not normally favoured to win. Like, it's still extremely impressive, and at 38 years old as well, 6 trophies at 38. Like, it doesn't matter where you've managed in the professional game. That is impressive.
Literally, he's got a solid record. Yes, it's not at the top level, but literally, it's been success. You can see this guy's a winner. Like, literally, his mentality is a winner's mentality. Which, look at it. Yes, I know Eddie Howe achieved a lot of success at the club, but Eddie Howe didn't have this mentality. He was a hard worker, but he doesn't have this winner's mentality that Isla seems to have. I mean, literally, it's just no nonsense, no bullshit. He's straight to the point, and literally, like I brought us a lot of money to say it again, but generals,
Well, even off the pitch, I've been really impressed with Isla off the pitch as well of how he's handled the media. Like, he doesn't take any bullshit from the media either in the press conferences. He's not a robot. He doesn't have a script in front of him and he's reading out stuff in the press conferences. And even when Peter Schmeichel yesterday as well, what a cheeky bastard or not. Cheeky bastard saying to Isla's face, "Oh, we want your left back." He was like, "No chance."
Literally, I know it's
stuff like that is just it's what you want from your manager, like off the pitch as well. It's just.
I think we do need to talk about that though, about that, Schmeichel making that dig.
I think it's so unprofessional for him
I know it's banter, but there's a lot of
time. That's really bad crack for me. Saying that to the manager.
I think it's just bad. It's just bad etiquette, to be honest with you.
It is really bad.
There's been a few times where I thought Schmeichel's been a bit out of line. I know it's only supposed to be banter, but I mean, could you imagine if it was Iker Casillas going to like going to bloody Enzo Maresca saying, "Oh, we're in for your striker."
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It was funny though. He tried to play it off, he didn't hear it. He just went, "Oh,
he
sorry,
was
what
like,
was that?"
sorry.
Yeah, and then I think that's what was good for him. Then eventually got said, "We said this." He's like, "Oh."
And then he just said, no chance.
Yeah, and I thought it was pretty good. That he just said what he thought. It was pretty good.
That shut him up.
Look, I'll be honest with you. Could Man United definitely afford Hall?
No, I don't think so.
No, definitely not.
I was really. Who was I talking to today about this? It might have been somebody at work. But I was just saying, like Lewis Hall, like you're gonna have to pay like 120 million plus for him.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that's his value, but just the fact that, like, look, how many elite? If you really think about it, how many elite left backs move for a massive transfer fee?
Yeah, exactly.
Because
they're so hard to come by. That's why. Like, quality left back these days are rare.
That was it. Look at Dinya. Like, how much is well? Literally, the only reason why he's moved to PSG, so cheapest clubs, he's only hitting 30 now, isn't he?
I used to play for PSG as well, so it's a bit of an emotional move for him as well, in terms of going back to where he was and stuff. So
I was going to say David Alaba, when he went to Real Madrid, I'm sure he moved on a free. I mean, fair enough, he'd moved to more of a centre back role by that point. But I mean, how much did Real went to Real Madrid for? Like, and how many years did he have left for his Chelsea contract?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, mate. So that's what I'm saying. Like I think because of his age, and I still don't think we've seen Lewis Hall ceiling, to be honest. Like,
no, definitely not.
Off at like 125 million plus to go.
Well, if you think about it though, Lewis Hall's only really had 2 full seasons at Newcastle, because his first season when he joined in 2023, he hardly played. So he only really started playing in the 24-25 season. So he's only really had 2 full seasons at Newcastle, and even then he was injured for a bit of it last year. And I think he was injured in 24-25 as well, wasn't he? The back end, did he not break his foot or something?
Well, I was going to say that, like, there is always the inevitable Lewis Hall injury. But Gary just said in the comments there, Ashley Cole, Arsenal, Chelsea was up.
That was a bit of a dodgy move, that though, wasn't it? I'm sure Chelsea were done for tapping him up.
I think they did tap him up.
I'm sure they were fined or something for tapping, because they were. I mean, it happens loads nowadays, but back then it was like frowned upon to speak to a player before speaking to the club.
It's frowned upon now, but they just do it through the media and agents that rather than contact the player directly, which is a bit shit. But no, anyway, enough about like shithousery amongst the media. I'm trying to think, have we covered everything from the Liverpool game? Have I missed anything out? Do you think?
No, I think we've covered it. I think we've covered pretty much everything. Just how impressed we were with the performance, and hopefully it wasn't a one-off. Like, fingers crossed. It, like you said, it's the start of what's going to be a successful season. Yeah.
Well, that brings on to Wednesday then. West Brom home tie in the League Cup.
It's going to be a tough game, you know. They start the league really well.
Well, I was going to say,
six points out of 6. I think West Brom.
No, it's like I said, the way they're playing, they're going to be a great show.
They've won the first 2 games of the season so far, so you know it's not going to be an easy game at all.
Well, like literally, I mean, obviously, I feel like the gap between all the leagues is getting closer and closer. Obviously, I'm not saying that like the Championship's same as the Premier League, no, but like I feel like the gap is always getting closer and closer between the top 4 divisions. And I mean, like, obviously, I've heard people say for years there's no easy game in the Premier League, but again, I don't think there's any quote-unquote easy games against Championship sides these days.
No. Well, I'm sure last season West Brom were very close to getting relegated to League One, and now they've started the season well. Like, I know it's only been 2 games, but they started the season off really well, and they could very well find themselves in a playoff place or up there. So I feel like the Championship clubs, I think it's the physical side as well, isn't it? Like Championship teams just seem to be really gritty and physical, and
well, that's it.
I think it's going to be a really tough game. I think it'll be a tight game as well, to be fair.
I mean, I tell you, I'm not going to sit here and say that I know a lot about West Brom, but end of the day, if they are starting the season as well as they have, I mean, I would like to see some more players get a chance, but I'm not saying by that I don't mean we should play a weekend lineup.
Definitely not.
I would not see Cory get everyone out. Like, I'm trying to think who else has been on the fringes. Like, I mean, look,
Bamber only came on the last 20 minutes or so yesterday, 15 minutes. So I think he might start. Toure will definitely start because he didn't even come on yesterday.
I was going to say Toure, Bamba, Voltamada maybe getting a start.
Jacob Murphy possibly as well.
Well, Jacob Murphy definitely take a chance on Joan starting over Hornycheck.
He's a good goalkeeper, Joan. If he good
at he is. But he saved 3 pens against who did we lose on in pens in the friendly?
Strasbourg, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he saved 3 penalties, so I think he's looked really good.
I mean, based on that reason alone,
he's looked really good though. Yeah.
No, there was any Newcastle fans were singing his praises when they signed him, saying he's great for his feet. His kid's really good for his age.
Well, I mean, look, 25 million euros for a young lad that's only ever played in the French second division. It's a lot of money to throw on him.
Yeah, but he has looked pretty competent though when he has played.
I mean, Gary's asked about the young South American lad.
It's next summer, I think.
I think it's next summer that he comes along. But
when he turns 18.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But no, I think obviously we see a bit more of the fringe players start out. I mean, if we get the Gonzalez deal over the line, I'd be happy to see Gonzalez start. To be fair,
just hopefully he gets signed in time. I don't know what the deadline would be for signing, but it's normally 24 hours before, isn't it?
It's normally 24 hours before, so hopefully,
because I know when it's Premier League games, it's a Friday, I think, when you've got to sign a player by.
Well, I was going to say
play on the weekend.
Didn't you say that he'd been seen in town in one of the group chats, or was that you to have one?
Who? Me?
I'm sure I've seen somebody say that he's been spotted at the training ground.
We did get announced yesterday that he was apparently deal was pretty much done, so he might have been. I don't know. On social media, but you never know.
I think there was something on Twitter about him having his medical tomorrow. So he's got to be here. He's got to be here now if he's having his medical tomorrow.
Well, I mean, fair enough.
But if he signed, hopefully if he signed in time, then start him. Fabian Shaw, possibly. I think he came on for the last 15 10 minutes.
For a minute, didn't he?
Saw some minutes in there, right?
Yeah. Who else didn't play yesterday? There was a few youngsters from the pre-season games that looked good as well. Charlton at the back. Johnson. Don't know what his first name is, but he looked good in pre-season. But I wouldn't, like you said, I wouldn't want to chuck on too many youngsters because it's not a League Two team that we're playing. It's West Brom. Like they're not
we need first team players in there. But speaking of first team players, Joe Willock, obviously Gary's mentioned him saying, isn't he not tip remove away? And I mean, I'll be honest with you. Joe Willock keeps playing the way he's playing. I'm not too sure I want him to leave, to be honest.
No, I think Yisla came out yesterday and said that. Sorry?
I don't think he was fighting for his place yesterday when he came on. He looked
which I think is a good thing as well, because I'm sure Yisla said that he wants him to stay.
Well,
he wants Willock to stay.
I know you know I've said this already today, Rob, but I thought towards the end of last season, Joe Willock was one of our better performers. Fair enough, he didn't get very many minutes, but when he was called upon...
He did have a good season last season.
He did. He's only one of your players who I know I can't say played well when called upon, and he's carried on that form through to this season. So look at it, I hope he does stay. It's like we are starting to see the Joe Willock of old, or the Joe Willock that was so when Eddie Howe first came in. I mean, he's actually been played properly in his position as an attacking midfielder rather than having to play into left wing as he's had to really do under Eddie Howe. But he seems to that seems to be getting a tune out of him.
No, he was absolutely brilliant. But in that his first full season under Eddie Howe, he was.
Well, him and Joe Linton had that lovely little link-up play, didn't they?
Yeah.
But again, I feel like him and Asula, along with Wissa as well, seem to have a bit of an understanding with each other.
Yeah.
So, if in the event that Toure and Barnes weren't available, or let's say we've got an injury crisis and we've got to play Barnes on the right, I'd be happy to see Willock starting that left attacking midfield role, left winger role.
He has done before, though, hasn't he?
Well, that's it. When Willock's been at his best, it was when obviously like he was ever played left centre mid or he's played left wing, and him and Joe Linton were like alternating with each other, and like
I was gonna say, even when he has played in centre mid, he does usually drift off into the left anyway. Like he does usually drift into the left wing anyway, so he does enjoy that left hand side. So.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, especially like obviously, yes, he did well in the centre, but even still, he was sort of still drifting on the left hand side. But then he had Ramsey and Wissa to link up with that. Well, and Sula to link up with while again he was on the pitch. So like that was one thing we were lacking last season. That was players that seemed to just understand each other and know where we need to be. And it wasn't really until the end of the season where we actually started seeing some of that. Like obviously Murphy and Isak had that link up play. And well, that was it. When Murphy came on, he had that great cross, and he just needed somebody to attack it at the back post.
I know.
And I was like, that was a bar for Isak. That.
I feel like he always does that though. Like Murphy's always got the right ideas of putting the ball in the box, but sometimes he just needs to put his head up in because sometimes he's put it into the box when there's been no one there, and it's like just hesitate for a bit and put your head up. Because he does have the right idea sometimes.
He'll play a world-class ball,
there's just nobody there.
There for it. Like it's the right idea, but it just nobody's there. It's like Jacob, it's one of those where it's like, could you just be a bit shitter at crossing? Because maybe he might actually play it where we need to be. It's like
if it was a striker, then if some of his crosses, he would be having 10 plus assists every single season. He puts it on a plate for their centre backs, but there's no one there.
I mean, could you imagine him crossing bars in for like Shearer and Big Dunk? Oh my God, he'd be in every England squad. Like literally, people began who's better at crossing, Beckham or Murphy? Like I'm serious, they would have me having these conversations.
Yeah, like there was a bit in the game where from the left hand side, someone put a ball at the box and it was perfect for Wissa, and he somehow missed it. We looked really dangerous putting the balls into the box. Like I think that was missing from last season as well, where the wingers weren't really crossing the ball into the box much. There was a lot of cutbacks and a lot of wasn't really many crosses into the box.
It was walk the ball in the net rather than just getting the ball in the box. Like I say, we've looked a lot more dangerous now that we're willing to put a cross in. And the fact that it's not pass, give it to a winger. Maybe they might make a run. We're actually getting into teams' faces. Like, see, we went to call West Brom, went back to Liverpool. Like, we're getting in teams' faces. We're attacking them with direct. Like, literally, like Johan Wissa was phenomenal. Like,
oh, he was. He was all over the place. He was playing every single position on the pitch.
But I think the Wissa you signed really wasn't who you expected to come out and do these moves. He was on fire yesterday.
Well, that was
exactly.
It was the Wissa.
That was the Brentford Wissa.
Brentford. It was the Nottingham Forest Alanga that showed up yesterday. And I mean, he was another one who was phenomenal as well. Like I say, all the players that turned up yesterday were all the ones who were doubted last season. Your Harvey Barnes, I think, your Jacob Murphys, like your Alangas, your Wissas, like to an extent, like Jacob Ramsey. All the ones who were doubted by fans, like and the turned up
with a point to prove. Yeah.
Well, of course, that because look, they were all good players. I think just the magic that Eddie Howe had when he first came is left.
Yeah, I think in particular as well with Wissa and Alanga, they both had really good World Cups as well. Well, so I think there's a bit of a confidence boost for them too, because Wissa scored 3 goals I think at the World Cup.
I think he scored in every game.
Yeah, I mean, he should have scored 4, like, because he hit the post against England from about a yard out. Should have scored against England, but Elanga had a good World Cup as well. So I think both of them, it was a big confidence boost for them both. And we're seeing, I don't want to sound like Alan Pardew, but it feels like that's like 2 new signings.
But I've seen a thing we were saying.
I'll let you have it.
On Sky yesterday, about Alanga at the start of last season, when he missed the kick opportunity against Villa, and he put it away in the first game this season. People saying that's the difference.
It was a carbon copy, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a carbon copy of the chance against Villa that he had, like from the same angle and stuff. When we drew 0-0, and then he put it away yesterday. It was a great finish as well, like really composed.
Finish,
the fact that he sprinted for about 50 yards as well. He just how rapid he looked. Bloody hell!
I would hate to be marked last season though. Alanga looked really good. He had his pace back, and I think that's what you get in the season, the full ability of him.
Yeah,
literally,
definitely.
It's just like I say, obviously, I know I was very critical anyhow, but I do have to say something. So, look, I might be critical of players and managers, but I don't want them to fail. And it's always like, where was this magic? With these players, but we'll never know now. Oh, Newcastle United groundsman Craig Newton has joined in. Hello, Craig, son. Hope you're well.
Hello, Craig.
But I think we've covered a bit there. You know what? We'll finish off Tottenham this weekend. I think Newcastle got enough to see it over the line. I know it's away, but I think the fans will put enough pressure on Sandro.
They looked awful against Brentford, by the way.
I don't think they need to thing. I mean, they just do what they did against who was it?
Brentford.
That's the one. If they did against because Brentford did, they wipe the floor them.
They looked awful against Brentford. Absolutely terrible.
Really, Tottenham as a whole were awful, but Sandro Tonali was just an absolute
misplaced passes all the time. What the hell was he doing?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, he was like that last season. He was a bit of a passenger in a lot of games. And I mean, look, he had a couple of good games where you saw him at his best, but literally if it wasn't for Bruno and Joe Linton last season, fucking hell, they really carried him.
Yeah, I think Tonali's biggest strength is his recovery runs. But apart from that, he doesn't really do a lot of creativity on the ball. He's not
No.
I know that he has helped with goals and assists in the past, and we've seen glimpses of that. But I don't see him as a creative midfielder. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know. Tottenham. I think I put them about 5th in my predictions, but I'm regretting that instantly now. They look terrible.
Where did I put
absolutely awful?
I'm gonna have a look now because I think I put us 14th. And after yesterday,
I think I said 12th.
I'm sure with the Mags and Matters group, I think I had us the lowest.
Yeah, I think Jason had us 6th.
I mean, that's very ambitious.
Cory, what did you just while Carl's checking? What were your thoughts about the Palace game then? I mean, Palace look. Palace look like an absolute mess at the minute. Absolute mess. But
Palace can't win at Goodison, so it was I think they expected not to win, but I think we just played really well. I think we watching the game, he played really well. It's Bobby looks like he's got his Ndiaye looks like he's showed up this season. Bobby looks like he's hunger for goals, and Dewsbury Hall and all that look really good. Hatton looked really good.
Yeah,
I just think we've got a positive side. We'll see to sign a striker, a left back, and a right back. We should be laughing.
Have you been linked with anyone in particular for those positions?
We're in talks with, I hope it's true, with his French left back. Do you want to find what he's called? 2 seconds. Transfers. It was this bloke here.
Well, I've got my league table here, and I had Tottenham finished 10th.
I mean, that's probably been a bit generous to them at the minute. I think I had them about 5th though, so
I had them sitting 5th, and Villa sitting 4th, 6th.
Yeah,
that's them over there.
I mean, I
know Villa as well. Villa. What the hell's happened to them?
I've got Villa 4th. I've got Villa 4th.
I know. I don't know what happened to them. They were 4-0. They were 4-0 down at half time and down to 10 men.
Could have easily been 6-0 at half time as well.
Could have been 6-0.
Oh, easily.
Oh, aye.
I've never seen a game like it.
But no one's talking about Villa though. Do you know how going back to what Cory said earlier about if Newcastle were doing if this was Brighton doing stuff like what we're doing, they would have been tipping us for European football. On the flip side of that as well, why is nobody talking about Villa losing their key players? They've lost Tielemans, they've lost Rodgers, they might be losing Martinez and Watkins.
I think it's because obviously Villa did
Konsa as well.
Yeah, they've lost Konsa. Villa finished well in the league, in the Europa League, whereas we had the biggest embarrassment we've ever had in Europe. Literally, we're probably 4 games away from a relegation battle.
Yeah, but Villa could have a drop off like we did last season. They could very well finish mid-table.
Potentially, they could. I'm not going to deny it, mate. But time will tell. It's still early days. But Yes, we'll end this here. Obviously, here's the Newcastle 2.0. Hopefully, we have a good season. Cory, obviously, best of luck to Everton, but not as much luck as Newcastle.
I still think you finish above us this season. Like that's all I'm going to say.
Potentially,
I'll only support Everton when he's up playing Sunderland.
Fair news.
And literally, so I'm going to say for those of you who are here, obviously a follow for myself, a follow for the non-league lens is always appreciated. And yes, we'll end this one here, lads, and because I need to get myself to bed because I'm up early tomorrow.
Fair enough.
It's been an absolute pleasure, gents. Thank you so much. I'll get this uploaded to YouTube at some point tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to the season, guys. I'm relaxed, but I'm looking forward to the season, which is a nice change.
Yeah, same.
I know. Well, look, I'm sure we could still keep talking all night, but we are going to end. We'll end it there, lads. So, lots of love to you. I'm going to end the live. And I'm sure we'll chat over the coming week.
We are.
Right. Lots of love, gents.
Thank you very much.
Bye.